I mean, we knew it. We've been living it. We see it. But the stats are in. We're getting poorer while the rich are getting richer. Yay! Yep, StatsCan released their report yesterday and said the difference of share in disposable income, so that would be the income that you have after you pay your necessary bills, food, gas, rent, heat, grew in the top 40% of the income distribution, and the bottom 40% grew to 49 percentage points in the first 3 months of the year. So that means the top 40% have 50% more disposable income than the bottom 40%. And Catherine Scott, a senior researcher, says it's not a surprise. And we all know that the economic distress is causing us a lot of uncertainty. Statistics Canada said that the measure has increased every year following COVID-19. Because remember, in COVID-19, well, all of us had to stay home. The rich people still kept getting their salaries. And then in addition, they were able to increase their investments on the stock market. So Scott says not only did they not see their incomes decline during COVID, more importantly, they were in a position to take advantage of the huge run-up of the investment markets that happened at that time and have continued to increase ever since. Those in the bottom 20% of income distribution saw the weakest growth in disposable income at 3.2% as our wages went down 0.7%. The lowest income households also saw the largest drop in net investment as their earnings fell 35.3%, while net transfers received, including increased government support, rose 31.2%. And the average disposable income for the top 20% increased at the fastest pace of any income group as they benefited from a 7.7% increase compared with a year earlier. The rich people have 10% more disposable income than they had last year, while we have 30% less. Since COVID, they've gotten a 4.7% increase in average wages and a 7.4% gain in investment income. They're getting richer and richer and richer off of COVID, which killed how many people, made how many people sick, and has affected a huge wealth transfer from us to them. We are losing money every day, and they are just scooping it up. Also, the wealth gap increased for the top 20% of Canadians. So 64.7% of our entire net worth is held by 20% of Canadians. They average $3.3 million per household. Average means that there are people with substantially more than that. There's also people with less. The bottom 40% of the wealth distribution accounted for 3.3% of the net worth, averaging $85,000 per year. So 40% of us, 40% of Canadians hold 3% of the net worth. The rich people have averaged $3.3 million, and we have averaged 85. Back when I was young, back in my day in 2008, we had a real discussion regarding rising income inequality, but that's not happening anymore. We have to grow the pie, but we have to talk about distribution of the pie. It matters that people are able to live a quality of life with dignity. I think that's a really important public goal, which is lost in the current conversation. So it's not just in our heads. The rich are getting richer and we are getting poorer. Galen Weston has more money now than he did 5 years ago, and he took all of that money from us. They're not paying their fair share. They're not paying their fair share of corporate taxes. They're not paying their fair share of personal taxes. They're not paying their fair share, and they're stealing money and food out of your kids' mouths. Eat the rich. It's almost guillotine time. Did you see those numbers? I don't even like math, and those numbers made me feel scary. Have a great day.